Welcome back to Let's Play Corpse Party. It feels weird. It's like I definitely got a cold. This time for reals. It is literally probably not even half an hour after the previous part. I've ate the chips and the sausage and batter because that's generally here in the UK we have, it's like, it seems to be like, it is anything, it's like, you got like, loads of countries have their own like, fancy, kind of cuisines and all that. What's the UK got? Well, we got chip shops. I mean, there's more to it than that, you got shit like Yorkshire pies. Here in Wales, for example, quite a few different dishes. None of which I've really tried, but what I have that I kind of like is Welsh cakes. Those are nice. You got those, but the most distinct thing about British cuisine seems to be the old fish shop, chip shop. Fish and chips, freaking sausage and batter and chips, pie and chips, just chips, fucking chips, man. It's like, that's one thing that bothers me, is like, in the US, they don't call them that, I don't think. So it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, ate that, and we're gonna finish off this chapter and maybe do the extra chapter. When others have your own. Am I going the right way? No. Of course not. Shame we can't run in this game. Well, maybe it's for the best. When I played Spooky's House of Spooks Mansion thing, that collapsed. It was like holding down the F button, shift key a lot, and pressing it a lot made fucking sticky keys pop out. So it would be annoying, Can't go up there. I think that's for a different chapter then. Save, just to be on the safe side. Can never be too careful. Even though we don't really need to worry about that anymore. Oh wait, I freaking forgot to pick up the fucking... Supposed to pick it back up, aren't I? Forgot about that. So yeah, in case someone stumbles upon this video and completely forgets about all the other ones, didn't like watch them or whatever, to get the normal ending, which I'm gonna go for, is you just gotta read a newspaper in this one room. That's literally the only thing you really have to do. That and avoid getting killed in the infirmary, of course. I don't really think there's anything else you have to do. Just play through it normally, more or less. Why didn't the music stop in the room that time? It's basically in this here room right here. It's like a newspaper. We've already read it, but you read that and you get it all that. Ghost Boy has little relevance in this chapter. I mean, he did technically appear for the bad ending, but whatever. Eventually screwed typical timing for a cold, I gotta say. Upon closer examination, the student ID name can be totally that. Sister Academy for Girls, class 1, 2, There's a crumpled piece of paper on the ground and it seems to have fallen from the ghost of life hand. God will surely save me. Wait, they must be from a Catholic all-girls school, probably, I'd imagine those. as well. I don't know, you know, when I was just like I've said many times, I was like taught at home from a certain age. Like, I'd have a teacher that would come like a couple of days a week and all that. But I did go to school, you know. It's just like at a certain age, man, that they got the better of me and I ended up having to be taught at home because it was too overwhelming and shit. But anyways, when I was in school though, it was, you know, boys and girls school. So, you know, the concept of a freaking all girls or all boys school just seems weird to me. But that will come into play later on. Wait, come think of it. We haven't gone through the Seiko bit yet, have we? In this version. Or this either. You know, because like, we did that on the yellow save file when we were going for the bad endings first. So we've already seen all this, which is why I'm skipping over it.
Naomi.
Do you have any of that ass medicine on you by any chance? You know, the smeary stuff? What, again? Yep, my butt's been drier in the desert since we got here. Well, I've got some antibacterial cream, if that'll work. Max, I'm gonna go butter up my poop with it real good. I have to get that seed in, because what the fuck, Seiko? I don't think she does, no.
Seiko?
Even though she's in, you know, that comes into play right at the end of the chapter as well. That very same stall. Oh dear, well. Seiko doesn't. Oh wait, we didn't get this bit because we didn't go further. I don't think. Seiko doesn't take being alone very well. So we have to go back now. So she should be done with her pooper. Thanks for the cream, Naomi. Put her there. Right on the hand you used. No problem. Hey, wait. Was that stall open? I thought that stall was locked when we were in here before. Was it? I didn't have any trouble getting in. Fine, I guess I'll let you off the hook. We have bigger things to worry about after all. I actually just heard Yuka's voice out in the hallway. I think it was coming from downstairs. Really? Let's go check it out. Right. And stuff, yeah. Now it won't open! How strange. Heavenly host is fucking with these two best friends. Man, that didn't sound like it could be good. We don't care about this scene, but we're only here for the pooper scene. Or maybe the infirmary scene. Oh god! Oh my god, you stepped in it! Oh my god! That's nasty. It'll be even more nastier when we find out how that thing got there in the first place. It'll be in the next chapter, I think, when we see that, and just like, if you haven't seen it before, then you're gonna be in for a surprise on that one. Sit your ass down, Naomi. Get on with it! I find it ironic for me to be saying that because the previous part was mostly me rambling. I mean, that's usually the case with my videos, isn't it? More rambling than actual gameplay. Might as well be a bloody blog half the time with the amount I ramble.
ねえねえ。ん？
Snorkel snork, haha. It's like if you want to see the scene in its entirety, go back like 1 or 2 parts. Well, 2 parts. I think part was it part 4 or part 3? One of those parts there was where I actually went through the scene as normal, essentially. That's the annoying thing about having to redo these, is because you just skip over the scenes. It's like, and what was that exactly? Sorry, it's just that when I see that ass of yours, I start to drool. You are so weird. Yuka. Hell yeah, I like that line. I says, don't worry, I'll be fine. Just keep that ass parked on that bed. You got it? I wonder how it sounds in Japanese, though. Shame you're not voice acting it. Doesn't seem to be a fast forward option that I'm aware of here. I'm just tapping enter and space together, just like maybe that make it a bit faster. Save, just to be on the safe side of things. Oh wait, did I pick that up? Actually, okay, I think I've already got the matches. Actually, we can check our stuff, can we? Yeah. Should even tell a keyword, pretty white finish. You touch Liberty's infirmary, a box of loose matches when there are no ash and space heater. There's still quite a few left. Never actually examined those, did I? What does suspend do? Oh, of course. And I imagine quit would just be like to close the game overall completely. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I should really freaking pay attention to these as well, because it gives descriptions on how they died as well. Well, small description, but still. And also the age as well. So Koito Fujiwara, Sensei Academy for Girls Class 1-2. It must have been a Catholic school based on the one entry on the notes for this one over here that said, God will save me, so yeah. Anyway, skull cracked open with blunt instrument, age 15. Yuzaha Mikami, Sensei Academy for Girls, Class 1-2. Ribcage smashed in with blunt instruments, age 16. You just see how much more horrifying it is. And keep in mind, what makes Heavenly Host even scarier than that is that they're there pretty much forever, and they're constantly living out their death over and over again. So, Fujiwara, for example, would constantly feel the pain of her getting her skull crashed in with a blunt instrument, and Yuzaha would have a ribcage smashed with a blunt instrument, and they'd constantly feel that forever. That's what creeps me out the most about Heavenly Host, because that's just fucking horrifying. And like I said, I keep bitching about it, but the sequels just kind of feel like they gloss over this kind of stuff that made this original corpse body here all so absolutely horrifying, you know? It kind of takes away from it, the sequels do. But anyways, Sasha Shishononome, Sensei Academy for Girls, Class 1-2, ribcage smashed in with blunt instruments. They must have died at a similar time. But the fact that it says ribcage smashed in with a blunt instrument, that implies that someone killed them. And there are a few options in that regard in the Academy of Death. But we'll see more on that later on. They all seem to be friends from the same class here. Kato, Sensei Academy for Girls Class 1-2. Skull cracked open with blunt instrument, age 16. Went the same way as her. And wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are the only ones. We've got all of the we've examined every one of the corpses in this chapter. Miss Medical Brotherhood, high class, 3-4, caught in trap, bled out, Yuka Shinohara, age 18. So was that like another potential Catholic school? Maybe an old boys one? Shinaichi, Miss Medical Brotherhood, high class, 3-6, trapped in classroom, starved to death, age 17. So you see what I mean? These two are different classes, so they might not even be friends, but from the same school. You see what I mean, though? It's kind of like these 4 girls got absolutely destroyed by a weapon of some sort. Well, this one died of starvation, and this one got caught in a trap and ended up bleeding out from it. So this it's like there's traps, and it's like again, Blood Drive has a shit ton of traps and all that, but they feel so underwhelming because in this game, traps are fucking lethal as fuck. While in Blood Drive, or maybe it was called Blood Covered. I think this one actually might have originally been called Blood Covered or something. Actually, I've got the case down here somewhere. Where the fuck did I put the game? Where is it? Right here. Yeah, it is called Blood Drive. But anyways, like, in Blood Drive, you step on a trap. It's a minor inconvenience. It lowers your health and you just got recovery. That's all. It's like it takes away the impact from the original here, where we actually see how deadly these traps actually are. It's like this guy got caught in one and bled out. So it's like not everyone here dies the same way, essentially. So it makes it more interesting. There's a lot of variety, and it's very morbid and shit. It makes you go, oh fuck, and they gotta experience that forever. Horrible, horrifying. Well, at least it's all locked. Man, freaking run your nose. Bloody kids. Mina-san, yes, everyone, let's go together on a field trip. Maybe she didn't even say hey, Mina-san. It definitely sounded like she said Mina, though, which means everyone. Wash the blood with soap. Bloody kids. It's always the case, man. Ghost children are no good. The freaking, like in the Project Zero Fail Frame series, they're the worst. Absolute worst little bastards. Sachi. I'm not Sachi. What the fuck? Oh no! Match it up. And it doesn't work. Why we need this? Let's actually read the description of the devil. Rubbing alcohol, a very old bottle of rubbing alcohol, still filled almost all the way up to the top. We need to know what it is we actually use in full detail. So yeah, it's not very hard to avoid. We've already got the bad ending from getting caught by that thing, and the bad ending from the end of the chapter as well. So we're going with the normal ending now. Which isn't too far away from here. Oh, she actually voice acted that. I didn't notice because I was rambling at that time, wasn't I? In the previous part. I might as well just like go as normal for the rest of this, I guess. Oh, you just... Nasty. You know, it's just like rambling again, but on point with the projectile vomit there. We've got an old cat, right? And he keeps... It's because he eats fast and probably because he's old. So when he eats, like, dry food, he ends up throwing it back up. And he's just a greedy bastard and he likes to eat everything. So he's been updated to senior cat food so that it's, you know, a bit more easier for him to digest, but he still scoffs it down, like just like. But essentially, he puked on my floor a couple of times. He puked on my floor the other day, and he almost puked on my shoe. And I was like, "No, you don't." Oh, and you know that I've got this like kanji book for Japanese. It's like a big book, right? It was on the floor one time when he vomited, and it was literally the one thing in that spot that escaped the projectile vomits. It's like it had like I don't know if you know what coolant sieve is, but it had the packaging for that just happened to be on top of it, and it protected the little bit that's like hit that general area, and there was like something else that also protected it. Just it was a miracle essentially that the vomit missed it entirely, considering it was literally all around it. But anyway, his name is Thomas, this cat, right? And you know, since like his habit of throwing up, I now like giving him the nickname Thomas the puke machine. It's like not puke engine. It's like it could be like just like, you know, Thomas the tank engine, Thomas the puke engine. But I think machine has a nice ring to it, because he's a puking machine. Oh, this is where it differentiates here.
Naomi!
I forgot about this. Because if the chapter plays out as normal rather than going for a bad ending, you get a very different way of how things play out. You get more dialogue, more scenes, more sniffles. Sorry for the mess. I don't think she did vomit on the wall last time. That's probably why I didn't comment on it last time, because that probably didn't happen when we were going for the bad ending. You know, she's kneeling down, right? But it makes it look like it's just looks weird sprite-wise, doesn't it? It just makes it look like, now this is her body. She's got like no legs. She's just got feet. But it's because she's kneeling down. What are you talking about? Don't apologize for barfing, you poor girl. Everything's okay. You'll feel better now that it's out of your system. Need me to rub your back? I think I'll be fine, thanks, though. Did you find Yuka? Looks like we really are the only two people here. The only two living people, anyway. This place is just way too quiet. How about you, Naomi? Is your leg any better? Are you okay to be up and about? While I was resting, I was suddenly attacked by this creepy black apparition thing. What? Oh my god, are you alright? I think so. We should consider that room off limits from here on out, though. That's fine, I'm just glad you're okay. I guess we'd better keep moving then. Can you stand? Yeah. But where are we supposed to go? Well, I've already been pretty much everywhere we can go in this godforsaken school. And the only other people we've come across are all dead. Damn it, there I go again. It's hopeless, we're finished, and I'm so tired. I'm acting like a child again. Naomi, come on, it's not that bad. We'll figure something out. Class 2-9ers never say die, right? We're invincible. I've got a hairdresser's appointment first thing in the morning tomorrow, and I intend to keep it. And then in the afternoon, what say you and I go get our bikes fixed? Sounds like a plan, right? If we make it back alive, sure. This is Seiko. What am I doing? I just can't seem to hold back. Naomi, are you like super duper tired or something? This is so not like you. Come on, raise that chin. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And spiders and stuff.
何がそう楽しいの？
Just keep smiling and laughing.
そうかな。
Tell me, how long is that going to last if it turns out we can never go home again?
真剣に考えてる？なんとかなるよじゃなくてさ。
Well, I must have finally cracked under the pressure. This whole situation was just more than my soul could bear. It's like one thing that's expanded on in the sequels, I guess, is that essentially, you know, being in heavenly hosts for an extended amount of time can, you know, really fuck with your mental health. I mean, it's kind of fucking understandable, really. But it kind of just like, they have like a special kind of way of going about it. But honestly, I think most people in this situation would fucking mentally break down. I know I bloody would. I mean, I freaking had a mental breakdown a few weeks ago, as I keep freaking mentioning. It's like, if I was in this place, damn right, I'd probably break down. But who knows? I could probably surprise myself. Just be like, all like, no, I'm perfectly calm in this horrifying situation. It's just like, I don't know. I thought I'd be keeping Seiko's spirits up till the bitter end. But just like that, I was berating her, abusing her. All I had running through my head was pain and sadness. I was like a baby throwing a hissy fit. I was crying out irrationally and couldn't stop. Venomous words were flowing from my mouth as if someone had turned on a spigot. All I could do was moan, complain, and belittle. I really was behaving just like a spoiled little brat. I'm sure our families are going to be really worried about us. They're going to search and search, but they'll never find us. It'll be a terrible burden for them.
それは違うよ。
How so? About it being a burden. When you lose a loved one, you cherish that person's memory. It's never a burden. You just want to do whatever you can, and to make her proud. You just want to, so you do. What is wrong with me? Seiko's mum disappeared several years ago. I know that. So why am I putting her through all this grief? That's how I think the people we leave behind are going to feel. I don't know how it is for you and your family. But normally people don't work that way.
Naomi.
Sorry, how about we split up? We can cover more ground that way. Maybe find a clue to help get us out of here. Seems the most efficient plan of attack, don't you think? That's a terrible idea. Ooh.
そんな言い方ってある？
I have to apologize.
私だって帰りたいよ。お父さんやユウたちに心配かけたくないよ。
This is all my fault. I have to apologize. Well, freaking say the words! Most of all, I don't want you of all people to speak to me like that. Oh, wait. I think this might be an alternative way of getting a bad ending. Because, like, it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Seiko, I'm sorry too, but it's okay if that's what you think we should do. Let's split up. No, I'm gonna look at the walkthrough I had and see if maybe that influences it. So a moment. Walkthrough doesn't even mention it, but it possibly does. Or maybe it's, I don't know. Because it doesn't pass over to the next chapter or anything like that. Where it's like Walking Dead or something. No, where you're like, oh, your choices will carry on to the next chapter. Nothing like that. I'll go this way. What the hell is wrong with me? I couldn't even manage to say the word sorry. So I'm not sure what it actually would influence if you were to just choose to remain silent or whatever and not say sorry. Because maybe it would affect some of the dialogue, and maybe it would even lead to the bad ending, but I don't really know, because the walkthrough didn't mention it. But I presume saying sorry is obviously the right choice, clearly. Even though she couldn't say it in the end, because she couldn't get the words out of her mouth, and so, in this nexus of closed spaces, where humans are scattered, imprisoned and killed, two friends who would have been thankful just for the small favor of being trapped together in this unforgiving place were quickly and easily divided. My petty obstinacy towards Seiko would come to be the biggest regret of my life, as the consequence is of that heated exchange were far more dire than I ever could have imagined. Now, honestly, it feels like we should have gone for this ending first and then the bad endings. Because going for the bad endings first, we already see like how the chapter plays out. So it kind of takes away from the impact of it, you know? Yeah, my voice actor's not here to make me cry. Naomi! That jerk. Fucking all that shit. Dude. Holy shit, I just realized we're freaking playing as Seiko now. How about that? I knew somehow I have the same inventory. I told everyone that I'd go with them, so why have I been left behind? It hurts so much. Mommy's gone. Daddy, I can't find Mommy anywhere. Guess she's having a flashback. This could really use some voice acting, because I'm not doing it justice. This is a really emotional kind of moment. And by myself, I figure the stupidest things. I think I just heard somebody calling out. Follow the voice. How strange. I think this is not like an optional thing at all, because like if we do this and just go back the way we came, there's literally nothing else to do. There's like nowhere else. Oh, this happens. This is why. That face. Is it over? Is it over? Are you okay? That's what makes it more impactful, you know? It felt like I really should have gone with a normal ending and bad endings afterwards. Because it really adds to the scene, you know? Infirmary, some unknown inferior force has completely sealed the room. All attempts to enter are being blocked. Yeah. Oh. Oh, the floor's collapsed. Did this happen because of the earthquake? I can't take this. Naomi! So yeah, that's why the only option is to go forward. But it's a good thing we came back there just to see that little scene with the earthquake shit. And you know, moments with Seiko just like think she's still Naomi. It brings more, you know, impact. We might not ever make it back home again, huh? This isn't a nightmare, it's actually happening. I guess before anything happens to either one of us, I should tell her how I feel. Or not, there's really no way it would ever work out. Present mind, I'd stand no chance against Butcher. Yeah, it's kind of obvious because, you know, she's always like, ooh, that ass of yours. Seiko is either bisexual or lesbian and has a crush on Naomi. I get to see someone calling out. Now we follow the voice. We could have followed the voice without any of that extra stuff, but we would have missed out on that if we went straight for it.
初めてだな。ナオミとあんな風にぶつかり合ったの。
This is like when we got the longer bad ending, it cut straight to this part of it, you know? So we missed out on all of that when we went for the, you know, bad ending. Because this skips to Naomi freaking out. From the moment Seiko and I parted ways, the fear I'd been harboring since I got here just kept growing stronger and stronger. I felt like something else was in my head, like I was under some alien influence. In my mentally distraught state, I ran all through the building, frantically searching for Seiko. I just kept calling her name over and over again. When I finally came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the third floor hallway. This is where the bad ending would cut to. Seiko? Is that you? The stall door is locked from the inside. Someone's definitely in there. Why? Why is my voice actor always not present during these moments? No, no! Sorry. Oh, what do I do? The noose around Seiko's neck is attached directly to the ceiling. There's nothing at her feet. All attempts to help her are just strangling her. We gotta get the bucket. Like last time. I might be able to use this as a footstool. I don't care for descriptions. This is so revolting, but if it saves Seiko. A significant number of magnets have found their way onto Naomi's hands and skirts. Yuck. Seiko, I'm right here. The bucket fell from Naomi's hands. So yeah, you could see it's like this scene has more impact because of the development we saw through the chapter, you know. While with the bad ending, it skipped over quite a significant amount of that. With blank eyes, Seiko swung back and forth slowly in her noose. All life had been completely drained from her face. Why would you hang yourself? You were smiling and laughing all this time. And you still find a way out of here together. Stop this. Don't leave me all by myself. Say something. Seiko. Why couldn't I be voice acted by a proper voice actor? I want to apologize to you for what I said. Up until just a few hours before, I was laughing and playing in school with my best friend. Now here she was right in front of my eyes, lifeless, hanging from a noose. How could I possibly accept that as reality? The music's overpowering your voice acting. Continued in chapter 2. Yeah, the only difference between the batting and that... Oh yeah, blood covered. That's what this one is called. So yeah, the only real difference between... you know, the bad ending and the normal ending is... Naomi doesn't get killed by those 3 ghosts, and secondly, we see more development and exchanges between Seiko and Naomi, and what led to them end up being separated, essentially, making it far more tragic. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to end. So many names. I just want to see if any of these names pop up on any of the wait, is that it actually? I think that is. Yeah, it's like clearly they didn't have a lot of people working on the game. There were a lot, but as far as games go, it's like not nearly as many people worked on this. That was tragic as fuck, wasn't it? Let's see what we've done. Okay, forget it. I was gonna go for the extra chapter, but since we're 40 odd minutes into this, guess I'll call it apart. So that's chapter 1 completed. Pretty tragic. Chapter 2. What will chapter 2 be like? Well, don't find out in the next part, because next part I think I'll go over the Gentleman's Errand extra chapter before we move on to chapter 2. Maybe I'll even do both in the same part, depending how short the extra chapter is, which I think is pretty short, and I just microphone fell over. So anyways, yeah. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.